Hey everyone, it is Char from Char's Fascination. And yes, I have something new on the table today. It's a completed outfit except for the shirt. Okay. In which I could actually take the two other parts that I have that would, well, I can't because I'm using one part for sleeve. So let's take that back. Okay, what we have here on the table is I have cut this. Yes, this looks like shorts. This looks like it would be the shorts. Actually, underwear. Pants, in which I have pre-cut. And we'll be making. This is really nice. Now, to get down to what fabric this was my mystery knit fabric from Fabric Mart. Oh my gosh. Yes, this was one of my mystery knits, and I'm kind of turning it into a light pantsuit or light jogging suit. And how am I making the top? Now, I was going to put in a zipper to the top, you know, and then separate out pockets like displayed here. But instead of that, what I'm going to do is sew in the kangaroo pocket, but only sew it to a certain point at the top and the bottom, and leaving those pocket holes for my phalanges. That way I can fit my device in there and not have any problem. Anything else I need to carry in there and not have any problem. So to get into doing this, the first thing we're going to do, obviously, is the underpants. Obviously. Because that's going to be the first thing we want to do. And then I'm debating what kind of pocket would I want to put on the pant. If I want a pocket, it would be on the outside, right about in here. I don't want them on the sides. I would want them about right here. Yes, and there's a purpose for that. Now, do I have extra of this fabric? The only thing I really have left of this fabric is the scrap right here. That's it. But you know what? That's enough to make 2 pockets for this. Okay? Because it's lightweight and everything. Now you're probably wondering, you know, how am I going to do the hood for this piece here? Let me get the pants over here. Actually, I might sew it in this order. The underpants, which are cut as boy shorts. I love that. I love that. And then, like I said, I have the shirt right here. This is what I have displayed out for the kangaroo pocket. And I have obviously pre-cut this for being a shirt. Move that out of the way, and I'll just pick that up for you. And you see how sheer that is, even with 2 layers. That either I line this with something, or just like, you guys know me anyway, I wear a tank top under my stuff, so I wouldn't really have to worry about it showing, because I always wear a tank top out of modesty for moi. Even though you have to put the buttons on the yellow dress, which I have over here over on my regalia, just to let it hang for a couple of days. I iron the fabric, but I like to let it hang for a couple of days so it doesn't wrinkle up. So anyway, I went ahead and just cut a circular collar, right? And the piece that I didn't cut right here, now I did this on purpose. Now either I could take this right here and just fold it in, sew it down, or for the purpose of the hood, This actually marks where the hood goes. So in teaching this, this actually shows where the hood goes on this garment. Now, when you do a garment like this and you want to have a half pre-attached hood, you clip it back just a little bit more on the neck, and then so make sure you have your hood pieces coordinated with this. Now that is a big thing that you need to think about when you're doing this. Now maybe that was like always my thought with, I got eraser on there and it kind of reminds me of something weird. Anyway, so when I go to actually sew this in the shape, instead of just cutting it, I'm going to go ahead and just sew it to the shape and then sew it onto here. Absolutely, because you do have this point on here. So it's like when I just go to clip, let me get some water. Do you know, we talk really fast. People may think, oh my gosh, you're winded, are you okay? I'm fine. It's just that when we do these videos, we get a little winded. We do. Have I lost some weight? Absolutely. Look at this. 10 pounds in a week, my friends. I just dropped a couple of more pounds today. Weight loss journey. And water. Keep your water handy. Always. Especially when you're speaking. That's relevant. Sewing, speaking, keep your water near you. Sometimes I keep mango or guava nectar in case my sugars go low. Now, cut this back just a smidge more. You don't really want to go back too far on this. Just a smidge more. And make sure it's evenly lined up. That should be about right. And then, like I said, we're gonna do the underpants and go on to sewing the pants and then the shirt. So let me pause for this cause. Pin it together. You guys know, always keep at least one set of my pins here. Now, I have 2 sets of these. It was because I couldn't find my one set, which was my ones with the little birds. And then I found the Tulips. And I've been using these ones a lot, and sometimes I feel like I've lost a few at it. How many people haven't done that? And then I remember I was starting to make a footstool for myself. And then I remembered that's where the missing ones are. Tell me that isn't funny. So anyway, today I will actually show you how I do pin this together. So a lot of people like to take the front and the back, the front and the back. Now what I've done lately is basically almost cut these identical on purpose. I do that. So I've cut these identical on purpose because of the gusset. It actually makes the gusset sit a lot better. Now, you're probably thinking, with this fabric, how can you tell the front from the back? Well, the front is actually softer than the back. So the soft side for now is on the inside. And that's how we want that. And now most of the time when I make me a pair of undies, I accidentally make them too big. The same thing goes with shorts and pants. I no longer know my actual size. My size fluctuates with my thyroid. This is actually true. If you have thyroid disorder, your weight's going to fluctuate like I do not know. This is the truth. Your thyroid is going to go like, yeah, it's especially like a lot of people don't understand that your thyroid is very important. As discussed in the past, it's the thermostat to the body. It helps you with your thinkage. It does help you with your thinking and your emotions and a lot of other things. Intestines has a lot to do with a lot. So also your eyes. Your thyroid also affects your eyes. Now, like, I'm looking right here because I always check, right? Okay, on one side of this, and I'm noticing here too, on one side of this, and this is why I always check before I pin, even it as much as you can, even what you cut. That way when you go to pin, you're not going to have a problem. A lot of people may disagree with me on this, but it also depends on your fabric. Because see right here, that's not lining up. You may not be able to see that because of the time of day. And it's kind of gloomy outside. So anyway, we turn it this way. We got to even this back out, right? Now, yes, I could tug on this to make it all even and everything, but then you kind of knock everything out of place again. Do we want that? No. So, like you guys know, I'm pretty much a teaching channel anymore. I don't mind educating people. Like I said, you know, I used to be a volunteer teacher. So, maybe educating is just, you know, that's kind of my thing. Okay, so now this isn't too far off, and we can go ahead and pin. Make sure it's pretty good. Because when we go to sew, we're actually just gonna like go ahead and sew along here, which leaves this and this and not have to worry about it. The same thing goes right here. So when we go to pin that, it's not really going to matter front and back because of this cut for that. Now, if you ever notice when you go to sew a gusset, it always comes out kind of wonky weird. It's because the natural curve of the bootah. Look, if you got a bootah, I've got bootah. My bootah seems to be going, yeah. But that's also because of weight. Weight loss and weight gain will make that happen. Weight gain actually makes your spine hurt like Jesus in an upside down candle. I'm just saying. We aren't having that, are we? We aren't having. That's what I'm like when I talk to you guys about my back hurting. It's because I'm actually really missing most of my lower spine due to an accident which caused me to have deterioration of the disc, which I'm already missing a part of my spine that attaches to the tailbone. A literal pain in the ass. Literally. But that was on, you know, my way for fighting for freedoms. And I got a spinal injury for the uniform. So, I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. Maybe that just wasn't my calling. And I'm fine with that. A lot of people may think that I'm not fine with that. Actually, I am fine with that. I'm perfectly fine with it. Like, if something happens in life, maybe that's because maybe it wasn't your calling. Maybe it was trying to lead you down the correct path in life. It's just an analogy. It's just an analogy. It's my analogy for my darn self. I'll tell you that much. Okay, so let's get this pause, bring it over here to the sewing machine, and get this sewing. Now, of course, before I go to sewing anything, you guys can tell how much of that I've really been using this. This is a good product. The raspberry lemonade from Sin City Soaps and Candles or body butter. Yes, of course I'll leave their link. With my affiliate code for 20% off your entire purchase at any time. I do not get paid for this, but it's just something for all of you to enjoy all the time. Yeah. And you know what? I don't mind doing that. So, of course, I do keep an extra bobbin handy because the one in here, just like before, is almost out. But if you really think of all the work I did on that dress, yeah, it's a good thing that I spun more. So, let's sew on. So I'm really going to take this in in this way about an inch. And how do I specify how I'm doing this? The little screws that are on the machine. And normally there's another notch on here where it would mark for a 1/2 inch or a 1/4 inch. Plus you also have your markings on here, right? That's also how you know. So that's always a good thing to remember right here. Yes, Beth. A thrift shop would be a good place for you to start looking. For your, she wants a sewing machine. So I'm going to recommend that if you want to find something, look at your local thrift shop during this whole whatever. You can look at the thrift shops online, purchase, and pick it up. They'll bring it to you. It's what a lot of thrift shops are doing right now. I'm not going to call it a pandemic. I know the real science behind it. I know a lot of people don't like me for that, but I'm going to call it as it is. It's the darn flu. That's all it is. It's the flu. But I survived the super flu, and I can tell you, I was sick in, it was November or December? December. Yeah, that's right. That was in December. And it lasted like maybe a week, but I made healing broth and healing soup, and it went away. Went away. What can I say? Like, my healing broth works, my healing soup works. I said I would leave a link for that, and I haven't done it yet. And I'll leave a link to that video so that you guys can enjoy some healing soup. My throat's only dry because I speak a lot. I do. Anybody that has to do like videos where you're mostly speaking, yeah, expect your throat to get a little dry. You're not getting sick. Your throat's only dry. That's all that is. And I'm not going to use my chronic disability as a crying way out of anything for, I mean, I can't do a lot, but what I can do, I can do. Okay, but I'm not going to use my chronic illness as an excuse for laying around the frickin' house. I'm not going to use it for an excuse as I could be depressed, but I'm not. That is a mindset. Stop trying to use your chronic disabilities as a freaking excuse on why you're not getting up and doing anything. If I can do this, and I used to be in a wheelchair, I don't want people coming at me for that because I used to be in a damn wheelchair. So if I can do this, knowing that I have to keep myself strengthened, part of keeping yourself strengthened when you're disabled, sit up. Sit up. That is why your ass feels dizzy. Sit up. If you're physically capable, you need to sit up. That's why your ass feels sick. You're not sitting up, not letting your body balance itself because of your equilibrium. There's some food for thought. So we might do this in like part videos. I don't want to make this video too long of me just making underpants. And you see what I mean? Like I took that in at least an inch on each side because I'm just going to trim that back as soon as I attach the gussets, because I can see right here where fabric is not even at where the gusset will be, because this rolled part right here is too far out. I mean, a lot of people say, well, that's okay. But by my standards for sewing, it's not okay for me, which means I will trim this, put the gusset together, and we'll be back with that. Well, this is what they look like completed, and I can already tell just by looking at them, they're going to be way too big on me, but that's okay. I do that for a reason. I really do. I do this for a reason, but look how clean that hemline is. Look how clean that is on the outside. Like, look, I don't care that the undies are sheer. I really don't. That gives my areas room to breathe. Room to breathe. And we need that when we're sweaty. Am I right? We need that when we get sweaty. And I don't really see a lot of people doing that. So yeah, anyway, I can already tell just by the width that this is going to be, like, look, here's another trick. If you know your hips and your shoulders are about the same in measurement, that's how you can tell if this is going to be too big on you. And already, pretty much, but that's okay. Like I said, I'll be able to take these in and there's no problem with that. And then the next sew, because you know, I'll finish the leg holes and the leg cuff and around the top. Now this I will not put a drawstring in because it's my underpants. The pants on the other hand, yes, absolutely. For the hoodie, nah. I'm just gonna make it one of those flip up hoods that you can just put on and just make it that simple. So stay happy, stay healthy, stay positive, and as always, stay blessed. And I hope you stay tuned for the rest. And I don't know if I want to keep it as what sewing with Char. I might just put it back to sewing with Char. You know, I might, because I mean, what sewing with Char is kind of like saying what's going on with Char. So, but it's about the sewing right now. Look, people are running out of supplies. I've got supplies. Heck, I've not only got all of this thread up here, I've got the black spool of thread here, and I've got another 3,000 yards of thread. Thank you, Fabric Mart, you're beautiful. And I'm not even one of their fashionistas, and I love them. I don't really care either, but I buy my buttons from there, my zippers from there. If you guys watch any of those videos with me unbagging my stuff from Fabric Mart or unboxing my stuff from Fabric Mart, I'll try to leave links for that in the description box. And of course, like I said, for Sin City Subs and Candles, that'll be right here at some point, probably in the beginning of this video. That's how that usually goes, and I do not mind. That's why I did that at the beginning. But yeah, they're making so many more beautiful products at Sin City Subs and Candles, so please go check them out. Oh my gosh, I might even light my beautiful scented candle today. I really love, you don't even have to have this thing lit and it smells beautiful. My rose vanilla is so beautiful. Well, all their candles are good. If you're a candle person and you love a good candle, see how good that lit? Like, that didn't take long. Anyway, so like I was saying, I want everybody out there to stay happy, stay healthy, stay positive, and as always, stay blessed and stay tuned for the rest, because this will be a whole new outfit by some point today so I can throw my laundry. Oh, I need to do that. Anyway, I will see you guys soon.